Okie dokie. Good morning from Fargo, North Dakota. We just got ourselves a bean to cupper, washed up, got ready for the day. So I have to apologize a little bit. I've been having those technical difficulties, but it seemed to have them fixed. It was uploading videos to YouTube difficulty. We were like right next door to our delivery. Good coffee. So Google Maps said they closed last night at 5 p.m. All the other ones pretty much close at 5 p.m. I called them yesterday. Told them I was going to be there at 5:15, basically 4:45. We closed at 4:30. And I wanted to get this one delivered so I could go deliver Grand Forks and then go to Devil's Lake, North Dakota to pick up our return going to Long Beach, California. It's heavy too, so man, I just want to get that load on and then I can set it and forget it. I don't care what the weather's doing, we're coming through. I don't have to worry about the wind or the snow or anything like that. So that is very nice. But these guys, I got here at 4:45. They were gone. I even offered to pay them. Maybe it was too cheap. I'm like, I'll give a guy $20 just to hang out for a little bit longer, you know? I was like 15 minutes. I wasn't thinking that, he's not going to be an hour over. And I probably should have said like 40 or $50, but yeah, screw it. I wasn't thinking. I was like $20 just because the guy's going to be there maybe 15 minutes over. That's like $60 an hour. Wait. 20, 40, that's $80 an hour. 15 minutes over. But it is what it is. Turned out how it turned out. So we got a good night's sleep. Right there by that flag out in front of us. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's where we're going. Well, we're going to stop before there. So the other day I went to get a coffee and I got something else, and I'll use points if I got them, so I never know how much. I always use my points just because there was a while there where my points were disappearing. I wasn't even using my card, but points were disappearing. And they go, oh, you can call corporate. And I'm like, screw it. So I just always use my points real quick. I don't let them sit there and build up. That way I don't lose them all. But she's like, well, you only have like $3 and your bill's $4.30. I'm like, I'll just pay cash. So in the midst of that, I looked again and I had like $8. I'm like, what the heck? So I got some fuel last night and I had 13. And I'm like, what's going on here? And so I read the bottom of the receipt and it said quality logistics drivers receive, what was it, 5 points per dollar spent. So $5 for every dollar spent. Not every dollar, every 100. Well, I don't know. I mean, basically, if you spend, for every gallon, I think it is, if you buy 50 gallons, I think you get like 50 cents. 500 is like $5. I don't know how it actually works. I don't really pay that much attention to it. So I'm going to assume we unloaded the back one. I was checking this other side over here because see if they had a ramp there as well. Turned a little too much. It's nice when I can see where I'm going. Get this thing lined up and then pull forward, open my doors. See you in a bit. Okay, we got unloaded. Now let's head to Grand Forks, North Dakota. North Dakota. Haven't been here in a minute or two. See you in a bit. We are fixing to touch down in Grand Forks, North Dakota. We are about an hour away from Canada, eh? Okay, sorry about that phone call. It always seems to get me at the wrong time. We just got unloaded here. Hopefully I can clear my trailer wheels. Not to go up on that guy's grass. Boy, just barely. It took like 2 inches of that grass. This delivery just happens to be in a residential neighborhood in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Okay, we are empty. M, capital T, empty. Forget the EMP. TY, whoa. Nobody has a stop sign, that's nice. Like, did that guy break the law, or am I fixing to break the law? Breaking the law, breaking the law. For some reason, I can't get this camera to sit level. That seems to about do it. Okay. Make a right-hand turn here. After we all clear. We're not in a huge hurry, so we'll wait for this guy to come along. And that was kind of a mistake. We want to go get loaded. We want to get loaded up. We want to get loaded so that we can set it and forget it. Not worry about the weather, the wind, the rain, the snow, the nada. Not worry about anything. We just point it and let it go. We want Highway 2. 29 goes up to Canada, eh? But we don't want to go up to Canada, eh? Wouldn't be bad, but like I said before in another video, they won't let me in there. Well, not in commercial anyway. Highway 2, that's the highway I want, but that, well, maybe that was just for that road. There should be a sign that says this is a truck route. I mean, the only way to get there from here is this highway, so we're going to go up to Devil's Lake, North Dakota. We have to take this highway. So a long time ago, back in the early 80s, mid 80s, when I was living out in California, I had a pretty wicked idea, but I had no clue how to sell anything. I built I started a little company called California Playhouse, and it was basically building playhouses for kids. And I suppose I've never really seen anybody do it yet. I suppose it could still be done. Instead of building them sheds, which seemed to be the thing to do, which took off, they weren't really building them back then. They had those little metal ones that, you know, they drove a motorcycle across and he crashed through the metal one in the advertisement, but then he did fine on the wood one. So that gravesite says born October 1st, 1868 and died in 46. I see a lot of Jewish writing on there. Happy Harry's Bottle Shop. That's a liquor store. Happy Harry's. Happy Harry's Plaza. Wow, must sell a lot of liquor. I've seen one earlier in North Dakota. I wonder what they're building over there. That blue. I don't know if that's metal framework or scaffolding. That blue building over there. Look at that. That is odd. ODD. It looks like scaffolding, but then it looks like... that is weird. Weird. Simplot. Don't ever knock on that door right there. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? They'd probably shoot you. They got those little holes right there they can shoot out of. Grand Forks. I suppose there's probably a couple of rivers around here. Actually, I do remember. I was driving out here in 96, 97, driving a semi, and they had a big old flood. And I remember this area being a flooding issue. Simonson Travel Center. Is that a new one? I'm actually getting hungry. I probably should stop and get something to eat. One thing I know about North Dakota is it's pretty flat, like Nebraska. And it has been quite a minute since I've been out here. I've been here with quality before, but before that I think it was 96, 97. Actually, I guess that would be 97, in the spring of 97. It was when I was out here. The first time. Click it or ticket. "86 miles to Devil's Lake." I'm stuck between two clown news networks, CNN. This guy's on his phone in the Nissan Versa. I know that because I saw him holding it and talking. He didn't have it to his head. The calm before the storm. What you gonna do there, boy? Pike. No wind, which is nice since we're empty. I was using that website, it is Ven Tusky, VEN, Victor, Edward, Nathan, Tusky, Tusky, Ven Tusky. It is a wicked website for weather. You can check ground speed, you can check all kinds of stuff, and I was able to forecast. You just go by it goes forward by the hour. So I was looking at the future, if you will, from that website. And it all looked pretty good, and to be honest with you, it's a little bit better, I think, than what it said, but it didn't say anything bad, so I'm going to give it a 95% accuracy, which is pretty good for a weather prediction. Generous Jerry. Get some mortars. Anyway, see you in a bit. We are at Devil's Lake, North Dakota. I don't know, probably a couple miles away from our pickup. The wind has picked up pretty good. Which is really not fun. And the snow and the wind. Temperature's 36 degrees. So it would be kind of rough because it's so warm out. If we got any snow, it would be pretty rough when you're empty. If it's cold, it's one thing, but being warm, nope. Looks like they're doing quite the construction job around here. You can do it. You can do it. Only one though. Still need to get something to eat. I haven't eaten yet. I'm getting hungry, hungry hippo. State trooper. Looks like gold and white vehicles. There's Subway, Taco John's, but I really not a lot of room for a semi there. I do have food on board though. I was reading an article this morning. Said a truck driver spent 3 days in his truck before he called for help. I'm gonna wager to say he was embarrassed. Got stuck. I mean, I've traveled through there. You guys have traveled through there with me over by Casper and stuff like that, but he was following his GPS. The GPS told me to go this way. I'm like, well, I'm almost certain he was afraid to admit he did a bonehead move. It's like these guys, don't they, apparently they don't read maps. I think maps are gonna fall off the map, if you will. I mean, like anytime I'm going somewhere, I like right here, I'll do it again before I leave, but I'll pick my destination, which is Long Beach, and then it'll give me 2 or 3 different ways to go in Google Maps, and I'll just follow that. I don't follow it, I'll look at it, and I determine which way I want to go. I make the decision, and then I'm done. I don't use GPS, I'm using the map. So there's Summers Manufacturing. I think this next one here, I think I'm looking for Kelly Drive. Yeah, I think it's right here. No street name. Yeah, this is Kelly Drive. Can't really see it, but we'll just keep on rolling with the flow here. Little sign right there to the left. And I'm gonna say right here where it says no trespassing. Okie pokey. Violators will be prostituted. So we're going to want to slide our axles back. If you look at that guy's axles right there, his end of his trailer is a lot lower than that dock. We don't want to really deal with that. Well, let's go inside and see what they have for us. Look at that guy's truck over there. It's all Mexicaned out. He's got an American flag and a Mexican flag with guns pointing each way. I like it a lot. See you in a bit. Okay, back her in the bay. Don't know if I should have pulled up more or not. We're gonna find out in a minute though. Oh, looks pretty good. Whoa. It's called Frozen and Still Wet. Wow. Sliding there a bit. Everything else is falling down. Good thing I see that pole over there. Okay. We need to go sleeper berth. We have to save our hours. Can't make any money. Loading and unloading. Make that money when them wheels be spinning. How'd they get so far off over there? Okay. That looks straight, but my trailer's crooked. Okie doke. See you in a bit. Okay, so we got loaded. And then unloaded, and then loaded again. Because we were too heavy on our tail section. They asked me how I wanted to get it loaded, and I was thinking, and I overthunk it. Initially I said 1 in the front and 2 all the way back. Then I was like, well, you know, we're going to California. I don't want to be too heavy in the front with my axle slid all the way forward. I don't think we'll be able to do that. So let's go 1 in the front, then 2, 2, then 1, then 2 all the way back. That means 2 side by side. 2,000 pounds a piece roughly per pallet. We got 22 pallets. I go and scale out, and we could have scaled out any other state but California because of their 40-foot bridge law. So we had to go take all the pallets out except for the first 6, the first 5. So there's 1, then 2, 2, then 1. So we took that 1 out, which was actually like a half a pallet, and put 1 in the nose, then 2 all the way back, and then 1 at the very back. All by its little lonesome. And I'll rescale, but I'm not too much worried about it. I'm pretty sure, because we in that one spot, it was a half a pallet. It was 1,000 pounds. We were like 1,100 pounds overweight. We were 35,100 pounds on our tandems. So we took out the 1,000 pound pallet and put 2 in its place. So we added 3,000 pounds right there. The perpetual yard sale there. So we added 3,000 pounds, took out the 1. Technically, if we had 2 pallets there, it would be 4,000 pounds. There was only 1, and it was a half a pallet, so it was only 1,000 pounds. So we took that, put it at the very back, put 2 pallets in its place. So we're going to be under California's law. I probably will still scale out just so I know my numbers. But we don't have to worry about, I don't have to worry about being over. And if I got to go over the 40 mark a little bit, I will, but I don't think we'll have to. These people are pretty cool up here in North Dakota. They're friendly. It's like I went over to the concrete plant and I'm like, hey, I gotta scale out. And I was fixing to, where's the office so I could pay somebody something, you know, give them some money. But I need to scale out I'm an OTR trucker, tractor trailer. I need to scale out my axles. I wondered about using your scale. The guy goes, it should be on. And I go, oh, do I have to get out to check inside? He goes, yeah, it's inside. If you want to do each axle, you'll have to do it after you get each axle. I'm like, all right. So you guys are cool with that? Yeah, go ahead. Thank you, sir. So that was nice. It was like about a half a mile away from where I just loaded up at. And I told the I told the guys if I could scale out while they're getting the paperwork ready. He goes, yeah, go over there. And then I found the concrete plant, not the one they told me to go to. So I guess there's 2 scales over there. They were like, oh yeah, I forgot about the concrete plant. Like, yeah. I used to run a lot of concrete, so I kind of felt home right there. felt at home. Coming up on Devil's Lake. I guess it's a pretty good sized lake. Looking on the map, it's all over the place. So we were there quite a bit, longer than I wanted to be, but I didn't really care. I'm not in no big hurry. Now we have the killer load. Or the awesome load, where we don't have to worry about the wind, the snow, the rain. Set it and forget it. And it is windy. A little bit of white caps out there. We haven't eaten all day, and it's 3 o'clock, pert near 3 o'clock. It's pert near 4 o'clock local time. So we're carrying a load of navy beans. Nice and heavy load. Alrighty, see you in a bit. So I never seem to have my camera rolling when I need to. I was just cruising along, coming into this town right here. That we're surrounding ourselves with. We're by the Harvey Dam. Damn, Harvey. I don't even know what town it is. More pissed off about what happened. Anyway, I was cruising along, coming up some railroad tracks, was slowing down, and there was a tractor trailer. It was at the intersection, who apparently didn't see me. They just decided that right now was a good time to just pull right out in front of me. And he could barely make the turn. I thought he was going to have to stop and back up and then turn harder so we could continue on, but he actually did make it. I had to freaking hit my brakes pretty hard to bring it to a stop. So you couldn't wait 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Flipping ridiculous. This is a bull hauler. Actually didn't look to see if he was loaded or not. We're trying to get down to the 90. I don't want to get stuck behind this Hunter here. Anyway, this will call it good for today. We are getting snow, as you can see. Temperature is 33 degrees outside. We are just fine, nice and heavy. I have to probably wait till we get down to the 90s so I can get something to eat. Because I think I'm getting hungry now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for riding shotgun. Of course, we'll be pumping some more out. Till the next time, enjoy. Peace.